Hi team! Today in this video we are going to do a bit of an art lesson. I'm just grabbed a mug from our kitchen here, so today we're just going to learn how we can draw objects and kind of observe the the dimensions of the cup. So first of all, usually when I start sketching, I will kind of look at where the light is coming from. Also what kind of lines it includes. I've noticed that there are some like curves here. There are some straight lines over here. So I'm just going to start by drawing out the circle rim here. Just making like this. Just drawing out the circle of the rim. So I've just drawn like maybe like a cross here so I know where the center line is. This is just for my reference. So I'm lining this to know where the center is. Just using the tip of my pencil to lightly trace the lines. Okay, so now I have like this rim. Now I'm going to draw these two straight lines. Go down like this. So I'm not too worried about getting the lines perfect. I'm just going to draw the shape first. Okay, so now I've got to the bottom here. I can see there's still a bit of that curve on the bottom. So I'm going to make sure that my lines are parallel with the lines above here because they follow the same curve. So and just using the tip of my pencil to lightly trace out the lines. So can you see here I'm trying to keep this line and this line, like the curve, the same. Okay, so yeah, that's the body. Now we can fix the shape later. We're just going to trace the outline. Now we're going to do the handles. I can see there are two semicircles here, a smaller one and a larger one. So I'm going to align this with my line. So this line shows roughly around here. So I'm just going to start just a little bit below this edge here. I'm going to draw the outer semicircle first, so draw this one. And then we can do the one inside later. So this takes some practice. You'll get better at it when you practice more. So now I've got the outside. Now I'm going to do the inside. You can see there's like another semicircle here. Cool. So now we've got the shape of the cup. When you observe the cup, you can see that there is a little bit of a gap here. So there's one big circle on the outer rim, and then here you can see there's another line here. So we're going to draw that. So I've got my outer shape already. So I'm just going to draw another oval inside and making sure that my lines are sort of parallel to each other. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfect, but we're just slowly, gently tracing the lines like this. Cool. So now you can see I've got the rim here. Okay, and then here you notice that this part's we've drawn kind of like a sharper edge here, but the cup actually has a smoother curve. So just going to draw like a curve like this, and then later I can erase the extra bit. Like this. So now all I have to do is try to find an eraser or rubber, and I'm just going to gently wipe out the extra lines. And this. So you can see now our cup is way closer to this now. Okay, so when I sketch, I always observe the lighting. You can see this part with the light on the top here, it's a bit lighter, and inside where there are shadows, it's a bit darker. So what you can start doing is make this part, kind of split this into maybe like 3 sections. So this part will be darker, and then this part will get gradually lighter, and this part will be the lightest. So what I'm going to do is just start coloring, and the more pressure you place on your pencil, the darker the color will be. So I'm going to move my hand like this and just keeping the pencil in the same direction and follow the edge. Okay, so here you can see I'm putting quite a lot of pressure because this part is a bit darker. Now I'm going to keep following this line, but now I'm going to just lighten up my touch. I'm just going to draw slightly lighter. So you can see I'm still following the shape, the sections that I've kind of outlined. So when you get to the side here, you can even just use your pencil and just to draw slightly smaller lines. Okay, this part you can see it's the lightest. So I've noticed that around here there's a lighter section, so I'm just going to add that in. Okay, I'm going to continue just using lighter touch and just to fill up that space. Okay, and then the last spot here I'm just going to do really lightly. Okay, and you can even get a bit of your eraser and then just lighten this part a little bit. Okay, so there you can see we've drawn shadows. So the more pressure you put on your pencil, the darker the color will be. And see where we can fix that. Okay, so the same goes with the sides here. So the closer you are to the edge here, the darker it is because our light is coming from this side. Okay, so at the end, because I've noticed on the top here, there's like this part that's showing a little bit brighter, and then this side is a bit darker. So I'm just going to use my rubber and then just kind of gently rub out like the light part, and also this part where it's a little bit lighter. Yeah, so now I can erase my guideline that I drew at the start. So here, now we've done a simple sketch of a cup. Maybe you can try practice at home. So all you need is a pencil and a paper, and you can start practicing your sketch.